minute, baby 1 minute. You're looking wicked. Hey yo, I started off gentle, my stroke game mental, my lifestyle eventful. I didn't mean to offend you. Fendi belt saying I style like I'm mental. Moving wild and mental. I made another 5 this week. Your money playing hide and seek. I don't even like to speak. I just tell him hi and bye. Slide off automatic.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Chargers going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Peterman on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Peterman. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here we go now with Olawale. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Carr now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And now Cooper, slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken in at the 1. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, 27 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded at the goal line. So out come the Chargers. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They run it here with Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Peterman. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
That man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. 2nd and 10 now, Peterman. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Ellis busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They go play action with Peterman. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact.
Hey, we got 4 down. Check 4. 36. White Monday down. Express. Switch.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Now, 185.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll go for it. It's Carr trying to lay one up deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 54 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Manuel. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Manuel. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So
and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing now, Peterman on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Second down, Peterman. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Peterman on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Peterman toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken at the 15. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Carr. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there. Carr to Cooper, 49 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeves. They go play action here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw his Carr. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Peterman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some room to maneuver. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. Past the 20, 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Final play of the half, it's Peterman. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Carr. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Second and goal to go now. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the silver and black continue to roll. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st down, Peterman finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action with Peterman. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Ellis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Justin Ellis able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's the backup, Rivers. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4. Fourth down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for. Timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go now. Now, check. Patriot. Over.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Peterman to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Justin Ellis. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
On the screen, this is Mason. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They give him a gain of 38.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Peterman. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. Peterman to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here we go. Peterman on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Tyrell Williams from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Peterman. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now Manuel. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jameis Olawale, 36 yards. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. 2nd and 10 now, Peterman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Peterman. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 31 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Rivers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Chargers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Peterman. 20. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hansen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big 30-yard play on third. From the red zone now, here's Peterman on first down. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Peterman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Peterman. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Manuel. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. Past the 20. 10. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they run. It's Mason. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Back to throw here, and incomplete here on third down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll set up to throw. And he finds Cook. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run here with Mason. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 22-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run again with Mason. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's got nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that score.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to get a score back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
What that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters get to you.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A gain of 3, second down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. 7 yards to go on second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very